Roger Montgomery and welcome to this week's Video Insight. Today we're talking about an energy game changer, and no, it isn't science fiction. With the race to net zero smashing into second and third order consequences, few people anticipated that a recent Rolls Royce announcement could offer a viable solution. Rolls Royce is stepping up to the plate with technology that could completely upend the so-called green energy narrative we've been sold. Rolls Royce Small Modular Reactors, or SMRs, has signed a landmark agreement with Czech engineering giant Skoda JS. Together, they're gearing up to manufacture the key components for Rolls Royce's innovative 470 megawatt electric pressurised water reactor design. This isn't your grandfather's nuclear reactor. Each SMR module is just 16 by 4 metres. Now, that's about the size of a billboard and compact enough to be built in a factory and shipped to site, yet powerful enough to produce as much low carbon energy as 150 onshore wind turbines. One reactor can power 1 million homes for 60 years with zero emissions. Now, that's something to think about when you consider not only the damage to farmland and national parks already caused by the rollout of Australia's wind generators, and when you consider the amount of fossil fuel required to produce and deliver them. The magic here is in the modular build. Around 90% of the reactor is prefabricated in controlled environments, dramatically cutting costs, delays and risk. And Rolls-Royce is already 18 months ahead of its global competitors in the regulatory race. The ambitions are huge. 1.5 gigawatts in the UK, powering 3 million homes, and up to 3 gigawatts in the Czech Republic. Contracts are expected later this year, with the UK's first SMRs plugged into the grid by the mid-2030s. Globally, the momentum for SMRs is building fast as well. In addition to Skoda JS, Rolls-Royce is working with Czech nuclear operator CEZ, testing and evaluating components with UJV RES, and locking in safety critical reactor protection systems with Curtiss-Wright in the UK. This appears to be nuclear done smarter, emission-free, reliable baseload power deployed faster than ever before. Now, here in Australia, Energy Minister Chris Bowen keeps telling us that wind and solar, backed by batteries and transmission, is the cheapest form of power. But here's what's actually happened since we started going green. Power prices rose, get this, 18% in 2022, they rose 15% in 2023, 21% in 2024, and they're already 13% higher this year. That's an 85% increase in 4 years. Bowen's claims lean on the CSIRO's Gen Cost report, but that's a report co-authored with the AEMO, whose members include, you guessed it, wind and solar producers, and with funding from private industry players like AGL, Vestas and Tesla. Vestas being a wind generator manufacturer and Tesla being a battery manufacturer. But even that report admitted coal is currently cheaper than renewables. While Australia doubles down on weather-dependent generation and spiralling costs, Europe is betting on nuclear, a proven zero-emission, round-the-clock energy source. Rolls-Royce's SMRs aren't just a new technology, they're a new model for delivering affordable, clean energy at scale. And the question is, will we keep paying more for less reliable power, or finally join the countries choosing to keep the lights on, the grid stable and the emissions low? This is the future, and it's being built right now. So while the rest of the world buys iPhone 16s, the question is whether Australia will be left buying iPhone 11s. That's all we've got time for. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to talking to you again next week. And in the meantime, continue to follow us on Facebook and X.